Hi, I'm Ken Bingham. Welcome back. Last time we stripped AI down to what it really is, a pattern engine that predicts what comes next and never quite knows when it's wrong. So today we come to the question that everything else depends on. Can you trust it? And here's the honest answer, the one most people get backwards. Straight out of the box, no, you cannot. But that was never the whole story. Trust is not something the machine hands you, it's something you build. And over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how. So let us begin where AI itself begins, the very moment you first open it up. Because right out of the box, it is two things at the same time. It's a brilliant and completely ungrounded. One side, you get confident noise, flying pigs, and the answer that sounds right, but simply are not. On the other side is everything you can build it into: facts, accuracy, and trust. It's the same engine from start to finish. The only thing that changes is you. Now, before we go any further, I want to name a trap because almost everyone falls into it. Think about how you treat a search engine. You ask it a question, and it hands you nine ads, a recipe with someone's childhood memories on top, and a forum post from 2009. Half of it is wrong, and yet you just shrug, you dig, and you forgive it. But the moment AI gets one fact wrong, you call it a liar. It's the same mistake, and yet you reach a completely different verdict. And here's the part I want you to hold on to because it surprises people. The sky high expectation you carry for AI is actually the right instinct. We should hold AI to a higher standard. We just have to earn that trust on purpose instead of assuming it comes pre installed because it does not. So, if trust has to be earned, the honest first step is to understand why it needs earning in the first place. In other words, why is AI ever wrong? Well, it comes back to that one fact from last time. AI does not look anything up. It predicts. It simply fills in the next blank from the patterns it learned. And let me show you what that actually feels like. Think back to the old game show, the match game. The host reads out a line with a blank. The coffee was so blank, and everyone races to fill it in. That is exactly what AI is doing on every single word. Most of the time, it nails it, fills in the blank, but every so often, it fills it with something that fits the rhyme and it's just plain wrong. And here's the part that really trips people up: its confidence is a costume that it never takes off. It sounds exactly as sure when it was right as when it's making things up. So you cannot trust the tone alone. And when it is genuinely does not know something, it does not stop and tell you. It hallucinates. It will invent a study, an author, a page number, and hand them all to you with calm certainty of like as a librarian. So let me give you a simple lie detector, one you can use today. Just ask it for the quote. Say, show me the exact line you got that from. A real source can be quoted, a made up one cannot. And the bluff falls against against on the spot. The, the same as the correctness. Make it prove it. Never catch it is but there is something else standing between you and trusting AI, and it's not technical at all. It's fear. And fear, trust cannot share a room. So let's clear three things up and get it out of the way. The first fear is the loud one. It took your jobs, but it did not. What AI really does is throw a lifeline to the person who picks it up. The overwhelming shop owner, the one person business, the team of one doing the work of five. It does not replace the people who learn it, it multiplies them. The second fear is quieter. People say AI is just a copy machine, but it is not. It does not keep articles inside it and paste them back. It learns the very same way you did by reading until the patterns become part of it. And then it writes something new. And the third fear is the darkest of all. They say AI is evil, but it has no wants, no will, and no agenda of its own. It is only as good or as dark as the hands on it. A hammer builds a home or breaks a window. The hammer is not the story. You are. The idea that you are the one who decides is actually the deepest truth about trusting AI. Because in the end, it's a mirror with an engine behind it. Sloppy in, sloppy out. Sharp in, sharp out. The old programming adage is garbage in, garbage out. And that with AI has never been truer. So stop thinking AI as a machine you sit back and judge and start treating it like a canvas you paint. Whatever comes out of it is a reflection of what you brought to it. Bring it care, real sources, and a clear intent, and it hands you careful, grounded work. Bring it laziness and noise, and it hands the noise right back. This is why two people can sit down at the exact same model and walk away with opposite stories. One swears it's a genius, the other swears it was useless. And they're both right because they are both looking into a mirror. So if you ever do not like what you're looking at, the glass is rarely the problem. So if the results really is up to you, then the obvious question is how do you take that raw, ungrounded engine and turn it into something you can actually rely on? You do not go find a trustworthy AI, you build one. And it comes down to five simple moves. The first move, and the foundation for everything else, is to ground it. Trust lives in the source you hand it. So paste in the document, the data, the page, and tell it to answer only from that. The moment it is reading your material instead of guessing from memory, everything changes. Reading beats guessing. The second one builds right on the first. Make it cite. Every real claim should arrive with a line you can actually check. No source, no trust. The third move is the one the whole field is racing to nail. You take each claim it made and you match it against the source you gave it. If it matches, it stays. If it matches nothing, then it's cut. And that simple habit is the line between an answer that sounds right and one that actually stands up. The fourth move costs you exactly one sentence. Tell it not to guess. Just add if you're not sure. Say so. Left alone, it will fill every silence with a confident guess. But told not to, it will stop and flag the gap instead. And the first move is the simplest of all. Tell it to double check, slow down, recheck, and ask you instead of assuming. In the end, everyone knows what assuming does. This is not magic, it's a process. And when and once you start seeing trust as a process, it quietly changes the whole question you've been asking. Because all along you have been asking, is AI honest? But the better question, the one that actually serves you, is is the process honest? Because not trust in the machine, you trust in the grounding, in the citations, and what is checked. That's the real frontier. The next leap in AI is not a smarter model, it's a trustworthy one. The gap was never intelligence, it was always trust. So remember, out of the box is not where you want it. You teach it, you shape it, you make it yours. Trust is not something AI has, it's something you build, one verified answer at a time. And that is the trust question. Next time, we'll get practical how to actually talk to AI in one language it truly understands so you don't draw its best instead of its average. It's changed how you, if this has changed how you see it, please share this video with someone who needs it. And a new video will come out every day. I'm Ken Bingham.